Welcome to this class. I'm your tutor, Mr. A+. So we are still looking at our past paper, which is 2025 internal. So this was question number 6, as you can see. Okay, so the question reads, in the following diagram, P is the point, 0, which is P. P they are talking about is here, 0,4. Q is the point, negative 4,0, and O is the origin. So O is here. Okay. Now the question says, find the equation of a straight line through O, which is perpendicular to the line PQ. PQ. So they are talking about the line which is perpendicular to this line. So now what do we do for us to find the equation of a straight line, which is actually perpendicular to another line? So things that you must understand first of all when finding the equation of the equation of a straight line is, one, you should have gradient in place. Then apart from that, you should also have coordinates. So when you look at this question we are given, what do we have and what don't we have? So here you can bear with me that coordinates are there. They are given the coordinates. So what we don't have here is gradient. The reason why gradient is important is because without gradient you cannot find the equation of a straight line, more especially a line that is intercepting both axes, which is the x-axis and the y-axis. So just like what I've alluded to, we first of all find the gradient. And in this case, it's very easy that you can find the gradient because the coordinates are made available to us. Yeah, so let us start. Remember, first of all, before we even start, you must understand that the gradient that we are finding here first is the gradient of the line that we are given. But remember, after finding this gradient, we should find the gradient of a line which is perpendicular to this line so that we can find its equation. So here the gradient for this line is equals to y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Okay. So now from there we can just substitute the coordinates that we have as follows. We have 0,4, then we have negative 4,0. So we are going to name this one as the x1 and this one as the y1, the first set of coordinates. Then this one x2, this one y2. So let us now substitute them in that order. So now we can say y1 in this case is what? 4. So where there is y1, we put 4 minus y2 is what? 0. So we put 0 there, I mean 0. Then over x1 is 0, then minus x2 is what? Negative 4. Okay. Then from there, 4 minus 0, the answer is 4 over this. When we multiply negative times negative, the answer will be positive. So 0 plus 4, the answer will be 4. So now from there, the final answer is 1 because 4 divided by 4, the answer is 1. So that is our what? Gradient of this line you are able to see. Now let us now find the gradient of the line which is perpendicular to this same line. So now for this one, there is a very good formula that we use for finding the gradient of a perpendicular line. So this one we can name it as the gradient 1. So for finding gradient, the gradient of a perpendicular line, we are going to say gradient 1, gradient what? 2 equals negative 1. This is the formula that we use. Okay. So there you say m1 is just 1, so you say m2 is equals to -1. So this is the gradient of the line which was perpendicular to this line, and that's the one we are going to use. This is the gradient we are going to use. Okay, so we can quickly now go to the actual formula for finding the equation, and this is the one. Y minus y1 equals m, then x, open bracket x, then minus x1. So this type of formula is called gradient point form, and this is the best ever. Why? Because this one will just substitute direct. There will be nothing like finding the constant, then you start substituting again. If you are to go for a standard formula of equation, which is also called the gradient intercept form. Now we are going to have the gradient point form, which is this one. So I would advise you as well to embrace this one, because this one is just direct. And then the other thing, after you have introduced the formula, you should understand that the only values to substitute here is y1 and x1, not y and x. So we are going to substitute y1, then you are going to substitute gradient, you also substitute x1. That's why it is very important to first understand, or rather know, the coordinates as well as the gradient, because they will be needed during now the time when we'll be finding for the equation. So here now we can say y, then minus y1 we have. So on this one now you can just get either of the two coordinates. Okay, you can either get this point or this point. So let's just get this one. y1 is 4, so you put 4 there, then equals gradient we know is what? -1. We are using this gradient, not this one. This one was just there to help us find this one. Okay, -1, then you open the bracket, then x1 here is what? 0. Okay, so you say y minus 4, then equals -1, then x minus 0 is x, then y minus 4 equals -1 times x is -x. Then we are here y. Here now we want to write the standard equation. Always is y is equals to. So y is equals to, this equals, then we write -x. Then this 4, when it goes the other side, it crosses an equal sign to become positive 4. Hence the equation. Hence the equation. So this is how we find the equation of a perpendicular line. Thank you so very much for understanding, but please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exclusive videos. I'm actually here to take you there academically. Thank you.